I climbed the ladder fast. Slick suits, sharper lies. In the Corpo world, power is the currency and trust gets you killed. And that's where my story begins. Almost got myself flatlined, cause I let myself get caught up in some Corpo backstabbing bullshit. Internal power struggle at the company, and surprise, guess who ends up the fall girl? But at the last moment, Jackie jumped in, pulled my ass out of the fire. And just like that, I was back on the streets, running with the punks instead of the suits. After that, me, Jackie, and T-Bug started pulling a few gigs here and there. Made some noise, got our name out. That's when Dex Deshawn comes sniffing around. Wants to test us, see if we've got the chrome to handle something bigger. We needed a bot, flathead model. Ended up using Meredith Stout to get it. Pretty sure she didn't walk away from that. Flathead in hand, next step was the big one, Arasaka heist. That's where Evelyn Parker comes in. Through her, I met Judy too. Two names that end up mattering a hell of a lot more than I knew then. We prepped, got ready, then hit Konpeki Plaza. Objective, steal the relic, straight from Yorinobu Arasaka's suite. But of course, nothing goes smooth. Iranobu strolls in mid-job with his father, Saburo Arasaka, the top dog himself. Then things go straight to hell. Saburo dresses his son down like a damn street punk. And Yorinobu, he snaps. Kills his old man right there in the room. And just like that, we're framed for it. T-Bug gets fried while jacked in. Arasaka ice cooks her brain. We barely make it out. Jackie takes a hit, then drops the relic's container, and, to protect the relic's integrity, he jams it into the socket in his own skull. But he bleeds out and dies before we can make it anywhere safe. No choice but to slot it into mine. Then came Dex. Met with him again. Thought we'd get answers. Instead, I got a bullet to the dome. Suddenly, I'm not me. I'm fucking Johnny Silverhand. Yeah, that Johnny. Rockstar, legend, terrorist. reliving his memories from 2023, watching him nuke Arasaka Tower, then watching him die, soul ripped out by some Black Ops program called Soul Killer. Back to 2077, I woke up in a dump where Dex left me to rot. No idea how I was still breathing. That's when I saw it. Saboro's bodyguard, Goro Takamura, striking a deal with Dex. Turns out, he sold me out. Didn't matter. Right after that, Takamura capped Dex and took me in. Claimed he'd found Saboro's killer, me, and wanted to take me to Yorinobu. But Arasaka's hounds were already on us. They didn't want the truth getting out. We barely escaped with our lives. Dragged myself to Victor the Ripper dock. Told him about the visions, the pain, the headaches. And that's when he hit me with the real nightmare. The relic wasn't just a storage device. It was overwriting me with Johnny Silverhand's engram, slowly replacing me like a tumor eating my soul. Misty gave me pills, two kinds. One to suppress Johnny, one to let him take control. Said I had a choice, fight him or let him in. But either way, if I didn't find a solution, I'd be gone, and Johnny would be the one walking around in my body. Didn't take long after that to start seeing him. Loud piss constantly in my face. Tried to block him out with the pills. It worked. For now. Woke up later to Takamura calling. Met him at some dusty diner where he laid it all out. Said we needed to find Evelyn Parker. She might have known who was really behind the Kopecky heist. Didn't give him an answer, just walked away. Next stop, Judy. Asked her for info on Evelyn. Tracked her down to a place called Clouds, a joy house in Japantown. Had a, let's say, memorable session with a cute twink next door. Then ended up face-to-face with a sleazebag pimp named Woodman. He pointed us to a ripper called Fingers, some back alley hellhole they call a clinic. So Judy and I paid him a visit. Turned out he sold Evelyn to a bunch of scumbags making XBDs, snuff, rain dances. We didn't waste time. Found her and pulled her out of that hellhole. Took her back to Judy's. Then it was back to Rogue. Needed a lead on Anders Hellman, the Corpo behind the Relic project. Tried tugging at her heartstrings, but she played hardball. Took 15K eddies from me and handed me off to Pan Am Palmer, a nomad with fire in her gut and a grudge the size of the Badlands. Helped her settle some scores. Took out a rival. Got dirty in the dust. Then crashed at some flea-ridden motel like it was home. Woke up in the dead of night to hear her grand plan for how we were gonna capture Hellman. Let's just say, I was starting to like where this was going.